We hear a lot about psychedelic-assisted therapy, but 3 out of 4 people who choose to consume psychedelics do so at home or in nature with friends or loved ones. I'm April, founder of Set, an integration platform to help you get the most out of your psychedelic experiences. The podcast episode you're about to listen to may reference one of my previous shows, The High Guide or How to Do the Pot, because I've been a trusted source in cannabis and psychedelics since 2015. I invite you to visit getsetset.com and sign up for our newsletter to receive your free guide on set and setting to make the most of your next psychedelic journey. This podcast discusses cannabis and is intended for audiences 21 and over. While sampling this strain, I ventured out for a nature walk and got lost in my thoughts while mesmerized by electric-seeming fall colors. But maybe that was the headband because I was high AF. Welcome to Saturday Strains. I'm your host, April Pride, and I'll be your high guide each Saturday as we move through the 12 essential cannabis strains that every woman should have in her stash. If you haven't already, please listen to the 3 short Strains Explained episodes to learn more about how cannabis is a lot like another substance we can count on to change our outlook, wine. In each episode, you can expect more weed hacks, and remember, we'll guide you from less intoxicating strains that are nearly all CBD to strains with increasingly higher THC levels. As you know, this series is all about giving you the 12 essential strains for every woman's stash, and we've been advising you to pay attention to what you do and don't like, which will help you dial in how you feel. A few weeks ago, we introduced you to a strain called Cinex, the glass slipper episode. Definitely check it out. And today's strain, Headband, is the bigger, stronger cousin of Cinex. A warning we gave you about Cinex also applies here. Are you sensitive to caffeine or stimulants? If you are, this might be a strain to avoid because it can make you feel anxious. Here are 5 more things that you should know about this strain, Headband. Number 1, what does it help with? Creative thinking and stress reduction. Number 2, how high will I get? Headband is a strain that produces different effects depending on how much of the strain you consume. A smaller dose, like 1 to 2 hits from a vape, offers an uplift similar to an afternoon green tea. A heavier head of Headband, like from joint or pre-roll, and you'll feel more classically stoned with less linear thoughts. More Headband will also punch up the body high effects, which can make you feel physically sedated. The high from Headband is said to last longer than average. I can attest to that, even in users with relatively high tolerance for THC. Guilty as charged. Some sources claim that Headband originated as Humboldt County's 707 Headband, or this strain was produced by the same Colorado-based breeders responsible for Candy Kush and Strawberry Banana, which the latter, take note, happens to be my current favorite strain for sex. Just saying. Number 3, how will it make me feel? Take advantage of the initial immediate uplifting effects on your mood that will prove energizing because ultimately Headband will have you looking for a place to chill and enjoy the warm body high it delivers. Name for the tightening around the temples as if you're wearing a headband. This tightening or feeling of pressure is really what it is. It's due to the strain's THC dilating blood vessels in the face, so you can also expect that you're going to have some blood vessels dilated in your eyes. You're going to get red eye. Headband is a cross between staple strains, OG Kush and Sour D, or Sour Diesel, which explains the dual effects of this strain. Kush being a strain to calm and fight pain, whereas Sour Diesel is like gas in the tank. The sensations of this cerebral high start in your head before slowly relaxing your entire body. If you're like me, when a cerebral high comes on, and a cerebral high is a clear-headed, highly functioning, creative high, it is the perfect high for those who have some work to do but don't want it to be boring. Also, if you have chores, it will make them more exciting. And so if you're like me, when a cerebral high comes on, you may find that it is not so great for linear tasks. And, these are the tasks that require sequential steps to complete, including that you read directions and follow them. You may find yourself frustrated if you're high with energy, but unable to track a task efficiently. Number 4, why do women love it? because coffee is necessary, but not necessarily inspired in its adrenaline rush. When you want a generous side of euphoria, coffee just won't do. Number 5, what will it inspire? Headband is the strain to get your head into a creative state of play. It'll give you no better choice than to lean into meandering thoughts. And when I find myself in this state, I know I need to take my thoughts out for a meander or I'll distract the literal brainstorm induced by Headband by moving piles around my house. Headband is a high that needs to be in nature. It'll give you the freedom to get to creative conclusions, and you can start a framework for a plan. But remember, it may not be the best state to come up with the literal actual plan, and you will be higher longer. So enjoy it. Get creative. And some parting words. Please reserve judgment if a strain we recommend doesn't work for you. You haven't failed, and neither have we. In fact, having gotten it wrong, you're one step closer to your right high. You didn't quit drinking when a Long Island iced tea as your first bar drink turned out to be a wrong move, right?